You're broke. You're tired. You feel alone. The world seems stacked against you. Bills piling up, dreams fading, energy running low. But here's the truth. This is where it begins. This is the moment you decide to stop waiting for a savior, a lottery ticket, or a perfect opportunity. Wealth, success, and freedom aren't handed to you. They're built brick by brick in the mind first. Napoleon Hill, the legendary author of Think and Grow Rich, taught us that the only limits are the ones we set for ourselves. So, if you're ready to do it alone, broke and tired, this is your roadmap. Let's walk it together. This isn't about quick fixes or empty promises. It's about transforming your mind, taking action, and building something unbreakable. You don't need money, connections, or energy to start. You need desire, discipline, and a burning belief in yourself. Let's dive into the principles that will turn your struggle into strength, your poverty into prosperity, and your exhaustion into energy. Napoleon Hill said, "The starting point of all achievement is desire." Not a fleeting wish, but a white-hot, unrelenting obsession. When you're broke and tired, desire is your lifeline. It's the spark that keeps you moving when every bone in your body screams to quit. Right now, you might feel like you have nothing, no money, no support, no clear path, but you have something no one can take away. The ability to want something so badly you'll do whatever it takes. Desire isn't about daydreaming, it's about clarity. What do you want? Not vague ideas like, "I want to be rich." Be specific. Do you want $10,000 a month to live comfortably? A business that lets you travel the world? A house for your family? Nail it down. Write it down. See it in your mind every single day. Take a piece of paper or open your phone's notes app. Write this. I am committed to achieving your specific goal by specific date. For example, I am committed to earning $5,000 a month through my online business by April 18th, 2026. Read it every morning. Let it burn into your soul. This is your North Star. When you're tired, when you're broke, when you feel alone, this desire will pull you forward. You don't need a bank account full of cash to start. You don't need a team cheering you, and all you need is a fire in your chest that says, "I'm not stopping." That's what separates those who make it from those who don't. Desire is free. Use it. Hill's next lesson is faith, not in a religious sense, but in yourself and your vision. When you're broke, it's easy to look at your empty wallet and think, "This is impossible." When you're tired, it's tempting to believe you're not strong enough. When you're alone, doubt creeps in like a thief. Faith is the antidote. Faith isn't blind optimism. It's a deliberate choice to believe in your goal even when the evidence isn't there yet. Hill taught that repetition creates belief. If you tell yourself every day, "I am capable, I am enough, I will succeed," your mind starts to accept it as truth. Every morning and night, stand in front of a mirror. Look yourself in the eyes and say, "I am building wealth. I am overcoming every obstacle. I am unstoppable." It feels weird at first. Do it anyway. Write affirmations that align with your desire and repeat them daily. Your subconscious mind is listening, and it shapes your reality. You're not going to see results overnight. That's okay. Faith is what carries you through the dark days. When you're scraping by, when you're working late into the night, when no one else believes in you, faith in yourself is your anchor. You're not delusional. You're determined. Hill emphasized that success requires a clear purpose. If you don't know why you're fighting, you'll give up when things get tough. Being broke and tired is hard enough. Without a purpose, it's unbearable. Your purpose is the reason behind your desire. Why do you want wealth? Is it to escape the stress of living paycheck to paycheck? To give your kids a better life? To prove to yourself you can do it? Your why is your fuel. It's what keeps you going when you're exhausted and alone. Write a one-sentence answer to this question. Why do I want to achieve my goal? For example, I want to build wealth to give my family financial security and live life on my terms. Keep this sentence where you can see it daily, on your desk, your phone, or your mirror. When you feel like quitting, read it. Let it remind you why you started. When you're broke, every dollar feels like a battle. When you're tired, every step feels like a marathon. When you're alone, the weight feels heavier. Your purpose is what makes it all worth it. It's the voice that says, keep going. This is bigger than you. Hill didn't sugarcoat it. You need knowledge to succeed. But here's the good news. You don't need a fancy degree or a fat wallet to get it. In today's world, information is everywhere, and most of it is free. You don't need to know everything. You need specialized knowledge, the skills and information that directly help you achieve your goal. Want to start an online business? Learn digital marketing. Want to invest? Study personal finance. Focus on what moves the needle. Identify one skill that will get you closer to your goal. For example, if your goal is to start a freelance writing business, learn how to write compelling copy. Find free resources, YouTube tutorials, blogs, podcasts, or posts from experts. Dedicate 30 minutes a day to learning. Take notes. Apply what you learn immediately, even if it's small. You don't have money for expensive courses? Good. You'll hustle harder to find free resources. You don't have time? Make it. Wake up 30 minutes earlier or cut out one Netflix episode. You're alone? Perfect. No one's distracting you. Knowledge is your ladder out of broke and tired. Climate. Hill believed imagination is where all plans are born. When you're broke and tired, it's easy to think small, to settle for just getting by. But imagination is free, and it's limitless. Use it to dream big. Then break those dreams into small, actionable steps. Close your eyes and picture your ideal life. Where are you? Who's with you? What are you doing? This isn't fantasy, it's a blueprint. Now, work backward. What's the smallest step you can take today to get closer to that vision? Spend 5 minutes each day visualizing your success. See yourself achieving your goal. Feel the emotions, hear the sounds, imagine the details. Then, write down one tiny action you can take today. For example, if your goal is to start a business, today's action might be researching your target market for 15 minutes. Small steps add up. Your circumstances don't define your dreams. You're broke? Dream anyway. You're tired? Dream anyway. You're alone? Dream anyway. Imagination costs nothing, and it's the seed of everything you'll build. Plant it. Nurture it. Act on it. Hill stressed that desire without a plan is just a wish. You need a clear, organized plan to turn your vision into reality. When you're broke and tired, planning feels overwhelming, but it's your roadmap out of struggle. A good plan has 3 parts: a goal, a timeline, and actionable steps. Break your goal into milestones. For example, if your goal is to earn $5,000 a month, your milestones might be: Month 1, learn a skill. Month 2, start a side hustle. Month 3, get your first client. Each milestone should have specific tasks. Write a simple plan for the next 90 days. List 3 milestones you want to hit, and for each, write 3 to 5 specific tasks. For example, Milestone 1, learn basics of freelance graphic design. Task 1, watch 5 YouTube tutorials on Adobe Photoshop. Task 2, practice designing a logo. Task: join a free online design community on X. Keep your plan somewhere visible. Check it weekly. Adjust as needed, but don't quit. You don't need a perfect plan, you just need a plan. When you're broke, every task feels like a mountain. When you're tired, planning feels like a chore. When you're alone, it's tempting to procrastinate, but a plan gives you direction. It's your compass in the storm. Hill said indecision is the thief of opportunity. When you're broke and tired, it's easy to overthink, to wait for the right moment. Spoiler, the right moment doesn't exist. Success comes from making decisions and sticking to them. Every day you're choosing, either to move toward your goal or to stay stuck. Decide to act even when you're scared. Decide to learn even when you're exhausted. Decide to keep going even when you're alone. Pick one thing you've been putting off. Maybe it's starting a side hustle, reaching out to a potential mentor, or cutting out a bad habit. Decide to do it today. Take one small action to lock in that decision. For example, if you decide to start a blog, Write your first paragraph today. Indecision is a luxury you can't afford. When you're broke, every wasted day is a missed opportunity. When you're tired, hesitation drains your energy. When you're alone, there's no one to push you. Decide, act, move. Hill called persistence the sustained effort necessary to induce faith. Translation: keep going no matter what. When you're broke, tired, and alone, persistence is your superpower. It's what turns dreams into reality. Success isn't about talent or luck. It's about showing up every day, even when it sucks. The world is full of people who started broke and tired but kept going. They didn't quit when it got hard. Neither will you. Commit to one daily action that moves you toward your goal, no matter how small. It could be learning for 15 minutes, writing 100 words, or sending one email. Do it every day for 30 days. Track your streak on a calendar. Don't break the chain. Persistence isn't glamorous. It's grinding when you're exhausted. It's pushing when you're broke. It's fighting when you're alone. But every step forward is a victory. Keep stepping. You're closer than you think. Hill's mastermind principle is about surrounding yourself with people who lift you up. When you're broke and tired, you might feel like you have to do it all alone. For now, maybe you do. But you don't have to stay alone. A mastermind doesn't have to be a formal group. It can be mentors you learn from online, communities, on X, or even books by great thinkers like Hill. Seek out people who inspire you, who challenge you to be better. Find one person, online or in real life, who's doing what you want to do. Follow them on X, comment on their posts, or send them a respectful message. Ask one thoughtful question about their journey. Start building relationships even if it's slow. You might be alone now, but you don't have to stay that way. When you're broke, connections feel out of reach. When you're tired, networking feels draining. But every relationship starts with one step. Take it. You'll find your tribe. Hill taught that your subconscious mind shapes your reality. What you feed it, positive or negative, becomes your truth. When you're broke, tired, and alone, it's easy to let fear and doubt take over. Don't. Your subconscious is always listening. Feed it positivity, purpose, and action. Avoid negative, self-talk, toxic people, and mindless distractions. Surround yourself with ideas that empower you. For 1 week, cut out one negative influence, whether it's social media accounts that make you feel small, news that stresses you out, or people who drain you. Replace it with something uplifting, a podcast, a book, or a motivational X thread. Notice how your mindset shifts. Your mind is your greatest asset. When you're broke, it's tempting to focus on what you lack. When you're tired, it's easy to let negativity creep in. When you're alone, self-doubt feels louder. Protect your mind. It's the engine of your success. Hill didn't explicitly talk about habits, but his principles rely on them. Success is the sum of small, consistent actions. When you're broke and tired, big leaps feel impossible. That's why habits are your secret weapon. Focus on tiny habits that align with your goal. Want to write a book? Write 100 words a day. Want to get fit? Do 10 push-ups daily. Small habits compound over time, turning you into someone who achieves big things. Pick one tiny habit that supports your goal. For example, if you're building a business, commit to sending one outreach email a day. Do it for 21 days. Use a habit tracker app or a simple checklist to stay accountable. Habits don't require money. They don't require endless energy. They don't require a team. They just require you to show up. When you're broke, small wins keep you going. When you're tired, habits make progress automatic. When you're alone, habits are your silent partner. Hill warned that fear, especially fear of failure, stops most people from succeeding. When you're broke, tired, and alone, fear is louder than ever. It tells you you're not good enough, that you'll never make it. It's a liar. Fear doesn't go away, but you can act despite it. Every time you take a step forward, fear loses a little power. The more you act, the stronger you get. Identify one fear holding you back. Maybe it's fear of rejection, fear of failing, or fear of looking foolish. Take one small action to face it. For example, If you're scared to pitch a client, send one pitch email today. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Fear thrives in struggle. When you're broke, it whispers you'll never have enough. When you're tired, it says you're too weak. When you're alone, it screams no one cares. Prove it wrong. Every action you take is a middle finger to fear. Hill's philosophy boils down to one word: action. Desire, faith, plans. They're all meaningless without it. When you're broke, tired, and alone, action is your lifeline. It's the only thing that changes your reality. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to move. Every step you take builds momentum. Every mistake teaches you something. Every effort brings you closer. Pick one thing from this script, whether it's writing your desire, starting a habit, or facing a fear, and do it today. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for tomorrow. Act now. Action doesn't care about your bank account. It doesn't care about your energy levels. It doesn't care if you're alone, it only cares that you show up. When you're broke, action is your currency. When you're tired, action is your energy. When you're alone, action is your companion. You're broke. You're tired. You're alone. But you're also enough. Right now, in this moment, you have everything you need to start. Napoleon Hill's teachings aren't about waiting for better circumstances. They're about transforming your mind and taking action, no matter where you are. Wealth begins in the mind. Your desire, your faith, your persistence, they're the tools that will build your future. You don't need money, a team, or endless energy. You need a burning vision and the courage to act on it, one small step at a time. So, do it alone. Do it broke. Do it tired. The world is waiting for you to show up. Start today. Start now. You've got this.